Well, one thing that's very important is that music helps our brain function better. Therefore, uh, music, a musical brain helps us work out better, helps us train more efficiently, helps us perform even competitively. Uh, but that's separate from listening to music during an exercise session or during competition. And I know it's very common everywhere you go. Um, you're hearing music unless you go up, up the hill from Bath, and you're in the quiet of nature, which is a wonderful place to be. But we bring music with us in our head, like I mentioned earlier. Um, the problem I have, and I've always recommended this from you know from the 70s when I started this thing with sports. Um, I've always recommended that people not listen to music during exercise, during training, during competition, um, because I'd rather they listen to their bodies. I'd rather you not pay attention to anything because you've already trained, you've already learned how to lift a weight, you've learned how to do intervals on the track, you've learned how to cycle, you've learned how to swim, whatever the situation. Now we can take that knowledge and get out of our need to intentionally focus on that physical activity and go on autopilot. Autopilot is a wonderful place to be uh, because it enables us to accomplish more. It enables our brain to learn ongoing about how to move better, more efficiently. And it keeps us safe. It helps prevent injuries and so on and so forth. So people had a hard time with that recommendation, and certainly early on, a lot of my recommendations came with a lot of odd questions like, really? But this one has lingered on, and the argument today is that, well, there's a lot of good research about music and exercise, and how music can help us exercise better. And there's no question about that, but the distortion is how we interpret that. So what music can do during exercise is it can help us overcome the pain of exercise. It can help push our bodies harder to keep going. It can help get us out the door. We may need that stimulation. So it might seem that exercise is something that is very compatible with music during training, but do we want to cover up pain? Pain is really an indication that something's wrong. Do we want to um, uh, uh, raise our heart rate during the workout? Do we want to push ourselves? Do we want to stimulate or overstimulate our sympathetic nervous system? And do we need help getting out the door? If we do, there's a bigger problem